Self-respect doesn't actually break relationship patterns. I know that sounds uncomfortable, but stay with me, because this is where most advice stops being useful. If self-respect alone worked, the most self-aware woman you know would have the healthiest relationships, but they don't. And that's not because they lack standards. It's because standards don't rewire patterns by themselves. Here's the truth no one can say clearly. You can respect yourself and still abandon yourself under stress. That's the gap. Most women don't struggle with knowing their worth. They struggle with holding their worth when attachment is activated. Because attachment doesn't live in your values. It lives in your nervous system. So in calm moments, you say, I never tolerate this. I'd leave if this happened. I know what I deserve. And you mean it. But when connection feels threatened, when that dick is good, when someone pulls away, goes cold, becomes inconsistent, and you got that toxic dick, your nervous system doesn't ask, what do I deserve? It asks, how do I keep this bond? That's when self-respect gets overridden. Not because you don't have it, but because your body learned a long time ago that closeness sometimes requires compromise. So you don't betray yourself loudly. You do it subtly. You wait instead of speak. You explain instead of enforce. You lower expectations temporarily. You stay present while slowly disappearing, decaying, withering, dying. And then you tell yourself, I'm just being understanding. That's not a lack of self-respect. That's a pattern of self-abandonment under pressure. This is why telling women, just raise your standards, just love yourself more, just walk away, doesn't work. Because the moment walking away threatens attachment, your nervous system interprets it as danger, even if your mind knows better. Patterns don't change when you decide differently. They change when your body learns that you will not leave yourself anymore. That's the real work. Self-respect is knowing your value. Self-loyalty is acting in alignment with it, even when it costs you connection, comfort, or familiarity. And that's the part most people never learned. When a woman becomes self-loyal, she doesn't need closure. She doesn't negotiate safety. She doesn't stay where her body is bracing. She doesn't confuse hope with alignment. Not because she's hardened, but because her nervous system finally trusts her. And once that trust is there, patterns collapse on their own. Not through force, not through willpower, but because what once felt familiar now feels intolerable. If you've ever wondered why you know better, but still can't seem to do better, this is why. And this is what actually ends it.